So, hello everybody, and welcome wherever you are around the globe today. Thank you for joining for this session. So, today we'll be doing a guided meditation, which can be done either sitting at your desk or chair, wherever you may be. If you have a space on the floor, you can also sit on the floor, maybe using a small prop like a cushion or something to sit yourself a little more comfortably. You could also use a wall if you wanted to sit down on the floor but have some support for your back. So just take some time, go and arrange yourself, get what you need to be comfortable. We'll be doing a little bit of movement at the beginning and then we'll settle into the meditation. So we won't be strictly sitting down still for the whole time. So make sure you have a little bit of room to move around you. And I'll just give you a few moments to get ready. Find a nice comfortable seat. If you're sitting at a chair, make sure both feet are touching the floor. And if possible, try to steer away from the backrest and just rely on your back muscles to help you stay upright. And once we're here, we'll simply place our hands on our lap, whether it be knees or thighs. If you're sitting on the ground, just make sure that you're comfortable with your hips. And then you can simply let your eyes close. Feel free to change position or move at any time during our session. What matters the most is that you feel comfortable and that your position doesn't prevent you from going inwards and just finding this feeling of peace and calm within. So simply start by closing down your eyelids, relaxing your shoulders, feeling the muscles of your face gently softening. And from here, you can bring your awareness on your breath. And try to do so without changing anything to your breath. Just keep it the way it was before you started paying attention to it. Where can you feel it? Is it in your chest? In your belly? Is it through the nose or through the mouth? Just observe how your breath naturally flows. And then from here, still focused on your breath, you can take a long and deep inhale in through the nose and sigh out the mouth. And again, take a deep, long inhale in through the nose. Exhale it out. One last time. Big breath in. And sigh out. And from here, you can gently reopen your eyes. Just make sure that your posture is still comfortable. You'll inhale here at center, and at the exhale, you'll turn your head to the left and try to look as far left as you can. And then inhaling, coming back to center. We'll do the same motion on the same side. So you exhale, turning your head to the left, looking as far left as you can. Inhaling back to center. We'll do it one more time on the left side. Exhale to open, we're trying to very gently stretch our neck muscles. And then inhale back to center. And do the same on the other side. Exhale, gently twist your head to the right, gaze going as far right as it can. And inhaling back to center. Exhale, head to the right, gaze to the right. Inhale, center. Last time on the right. Turn your head, turn your gaze. Find a little bit more stretch in the neck. And inhale back to center. Take a deep breath in. Relax your shoulders. See how you feel after this very gentle but powerful neck stretch. And we're trying to just bring a little bit of freedom in the upper body before we settle into stillness. You can start to gently roll your shoulders trying to make circles as big as you can, just letting the arms follow the movement. And we're really trying to melt away the tension, the unwanted and unnecessary tension that could be just floating around our upper body, especially if we've spent a long time today being on our computers, sitting on our desks. It's just good to bring some relief, bring some movement, and then you can go the opposite direction. Maybe trying to not go too fast with the movement so you can really feel if there's an area with great attention in this whole shoulder blade, shoulder area. And just keep breathing with a smooth, steady breath throughout the movement. And then you just release the shoulders, maybe replace the arms, see how your upper body feels. And we'll continue to stretch our trapezius muscles and our neck a little bit from here. You can tilt your head to the right, starting to feel a stretch in the side of the neck, and then gently start to roll your chin towards your chest. So tilt your head the other way. And we'll do this in a semicircle fashion, so only using the first half of the neck rotation. You can go from one side to the other. Once you feel comfortable with the movement, feel free to close down the eyes and really focus in on what you feel. Whether you feel a little more tension in a certain place, and you could slow down the movement where you get to that area of tension. Maybe use the breath to soften the muscle, to help relax a little further. And we'll go one more side in each direction, and we'll finish the opposite way we started. So if you started like me on the left side, and then bring back your head to center. You can keep your eyes closed or open them. The choice is yours, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Just take a moment for a deep breath. Let your whole neck, upper body relax. And we'll start with the same movement, but the other half. So you can tilt your head to the right and start going backwards, but being really careful not to overdo the stretch. We don't really want to compress the cervical spine. We really more want to open the throat and stretch the whole chin, even to the sternum area. So go very gently, carefully. Find a little bit of movement for the neck in this backwards direction. And then again, finish on your left side. Bring your head back to center. Replace your upper body if it needs to move a little bit. And from here, if your eyes were closed, you can open your eyes again. Inhale, both arms up overhead, as if you wanted to make a big circle and grow tall from both sides. And from here, you'll place your right hand either on the mat or beside you if you're sitting on a chair, and trying to lengthen up through the right side and open. So if you're on the floor, you can lean on the floor or on the mat like me. If you're just sitting at your chair, try to open and stretch the left side as much as you can. Take a deep breath in this wide opening of the whole side body, and then exhale gently back to center, both arms up. Inhale to re-lengthen the whole torso, and exhale, left hand down beside you or on the floor, and you start to stretch open your right side body. Use your breath on the next inhale to really create a little bit more length and opening. And exhale back to center, both arms alongside the ears. Inhale, reopen, re-lengthen a little bit, and from here you can interlace your fingers, turn your palms to face up, and try to stretch as much as you can. Palms face up. Inhale here, try to grow a little taller, and then exhale, only bend your elbows and touch the back of your hands to the top of your head. And again, inhale, lengthen, grow a little bit taller. Imagine each vertebrae is creating more space with its neighbor. And then exhale, gently lower. One more time, inhale, stretch and extend. And exhale, lower. This time, inhale, release your hands, and exhale, gently bring both arms back down. Inhale, we open the arms back up again. And this time, exhale and twist to the left with your right hand coming on your left knee or outside your left thigh if you're sitting on a chair. And you can either, if you're sitting on a chair, use your backrest to grab something with your left arm. Or if you're sitting on the floor, you can have your fingertips just behind your buttocks to help you twist the whole body to the left. And if it's okay for the neck, you can really go and look behind you over your left shoulder, trying to bring your gaze as far to the left as you can. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And inhale, very gently untwist, come back to center, both arms alongside the ears, and exhale to twist in the other direction. Twist to the right, bring your left arm to the right knee, and either use your backrest or the floor behind you to place the right hand. And then lastly, the neck can turn, the gaze can follow, as if you wanted to see what's behind your back. Use your breath to elongate the spine a little bit more. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back to center and twist gently, both arms up. And exhale, bring both hands back onto the knees. Take a moment to readjust, maybe feel what feels more open in the chest. And we'll do one last opening exercise for the upper body. We'll come and interlace our fingers just like we did overhead, just behind you. And from here, inhale, bring the shoulders together as if you wanted to lift your chest. You can also push the belly forwards and maybe lift your gaze. Feel this long line of stretch going on the whole front side of the body. Take a deep breath in and try to move your hands as far away from your body as you can, feeling the stretch on the muscles alongside the spine in the upper body, as well as the opening on the front of the shoulders. We stay here for one more breath. And then on the exhale, you can gently close the front body, release the hands, and do the same in front of you. Come and interlace all fingers. This time, flip the palms facing up. And you'll imagine you want to push your hands as far away as you can, letting the upper spine round, as if your shoulders and shoulder blades wanted to scoot forwards. And you could even bring the gaze towards the floor a little bit, allow the neck to slightly round. Stay here for one last deep breath in and out. And then inhale, release, hands back onto the legs or knees. Maybe adding a little bit of movement if it feels good to release. And as said at the beginning, feel free to change or move your posture anytime you need in this practice. We don't want to have your legs go numb or uncomfortable. And from here, we'll stay with our eyes open. Just keep our hands on our lap, and this time only use our eyes. So our eyes are also very much tired of always looking in the same direction, and it's a good relief both for the eyes and all the muscles and the nerves around them to just give them a little bit of a workout. So we'll start by simply looking as far right as we can without moving the head. And then we come back to center and we'll look left as far as we can. Head stays still, come back to center, look right, come back to center, look left, come back to center, look right, come back to center, look left, back to center. This time try to aim at the tip of your nose, as if you really wanted to only focus on your nose. You can try to open your eyelids a little bit more, and then come back to center, focus in a little further away from you than the tip of your nose, and then try to look at the base of your eyebrows. You want to go up with your gaze and slightly in, feeling that it requires a little bit of strength to really bring both eyes to look at the same point. and come back to look in front of you. Focus on the tip of your nose, looking down but opening the eyelids. Try to squeeze the eyes together. Feel a little bit of tension being created by trying to look at the tip of your nose. Back to center, focus in front of you, and then base of the eyebrows, top of the nose, in your forehead. Look up and back in front of you. Do this one more time, focusing on the tip of the nose. Really trying to only see the tip of the nose. Relax the eyes, look forwards, and look at the base of the eyebrows. Then relax the eyes, look forwards. And from here you can gently close down the eyes, bring the palms of your hands together and start to rub them until you feel some heat being created. When there's enough heat in your hands, you can come and gently place them over your closed eyelids and just feel the warmth and the energy being transmitted to your eyes in their eye sockets. Let this momentarily darkness relax the whole eye system, relax the nervous system, giving a sense of letting go and just deep resting. And then from here you can keep your eyes closed, only very gently bring your hands back down on your lap. Take a moment to feel the posture from within. Feel if there's anything that needs to be changed or moved, readjusted. Take the time to do so, to then find a comfortable, still seat. Once you feel you're established in your seat, bring your awareness back to your breath. And again, without changing anything, simply observe how it is now. Where do you feel your breath? How do you feel your breath? And then again, take a long, deep inhale in through the nose. Release it out through the mouth. And we'll gently start to settle into more of a meditative state through our breath. And we'll start by using a breathing technique that we call the square breathing. So for this, we'll simply inhale on a count of 4. Count mentally for 4 on an inhale retention. So you keep the air in at the top of your inhale. Exhale out for 4. And then keep your breath out without breathing for 4 again. So you can imagine the breath as this square. Each side of the square has the same length. 4 in, retention in, 4 out, retention out. So we'll do this together. We'll start inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Retention 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Retention out 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Retention 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Retention out 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Retention 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Retention out 4, 3, 2, 1. keep going at your pace. Count yourself mentally 4 for each count of the breath. And keep your attention on the count, on the breath itself. And if this feels a little too fast or too slow, feel free to either count faster or a little bit slower. But keep the same ratio for all 4 parts of the breath. And just keep going at your own pace. Count yourself for the last 2 rounds. Still on a count of 4. And then just allow your breath to come back to a natural and neutral rhythm, as if you let the breath flow by itself. And you take a moment simply to observe how your inner state is. As if you could notice simultaneously how the breath follows by itself, how you feel mentally, maybe how you feel physically, with this relative stillness in the posture. And maybe you notice that this breathing pattern brings a lot of grounding to the physical body and to the mind. It really helps us anchor our presence in the present moment, to feel that we are here and now in this breathing body. So for the rest of our meditation, we will simply use our breath, leaving it as it is, flowing smoothly and naturally, using our breath as our anchor in our body and in the present moment. So the aim is not to try to control the breath or to stay at all costs, ultra focused on the breath, but to just follow the ebb and flow of the breath with a sort of lightness, and just using it as a guide to stay with the physical sensations of the present moment. And it is very likely, even normal, if your mind drifts and wanders to whatever stories. And it's completely okay once you realize that your mind has wandered. Acknowledge the fact that you became aware of it and simply come back to your breath. There's no need to be mad at yourself or judge the content of your thoughts. Just simply acknowledging that you had a thought and that you can come back to the breath and present moment. It may take you seconds or minutes to realize that you've wandered. But what matters is that you do realize and that you make a conscious effort to re-anchor back into your body. And if you need some extra help with a busy mind today, you can always come back to a breath that you guide gently, trying to lengthen the exhale a little bit more than the inhale. No need to count the breath, just to try and lengthen out the exhale. And even if your mind keeps on wandering and you consistently bring it back to the present through the breath, you may feel a sensation of calm, tranquility that arises from within. Sensation to be spacious, peaceful, even if the mind continues to wander off from time to time. You can feel this firm, innate tranquility emerging. And the breath simply continues to accompany you on the journey. Whether it is a smooth breath or a slightly longer breath with deeper exhales to help you anchor in your body, to help you anchor in the here and now. And you may also feel that the more you tap into this feeling of inner tranquility and peacefulness, the more you feel you become spacious, as if the boundaries of your own physical body became a little bit blurry. And you could feel just as well the space within you and the space just around you. The sensation that the breath is the bridge that links your inner world with the outer world and keeps connecting you to the space around you. And you can keep this awareness of the breath Feeling that with each breath in, a little bit of everything that surrounds you becomes part of you. All the molecules in the air go in to become part of you. And with each breath out, a little bit of you gets released in everything that surrounds you. And through the breath, you can feel this constant exchange being created. Keeping your awareness on the breath and bringing your mind back to it whenever needed. very gently, if you feel your attention had expanded a lot, start to retract it a little bit closer to you. Come back to the sensation of your physical body sitting on the floor, on your chair. Feel your hands resting on your lap. And feel your breath still here, steady and smooth. And start by maybe breathing a little bit deeper. Bringing your attention back to the whole body and this very present moment. Take a moment to observe how you feel overall, physically, emotionally, mentally. And when the time will feel right, you can bring your hands together and start to rub them again, rather energetically, until you feel some heat being created. And then place them over your closed eyelids one more time, resting the eyes. And then gently remove the hands. You can either place them together in front of your heart or place them back on your lap, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And we'll close this meditation with 3 long, deep breaths, where we'll come to a long inhale in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And again, we take a long, deep inhale through the nose and out the mouth fully. Last one, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for joining me today for this practice. I hope to see you again. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.